Good morning and happy Monday, friends. It is a new day, a new week, and I love being with you here on this Social Media Monday. And I always love hearing from you guys. So first of all, let me know if you are tuning in by giving me a thumbs up. Let me know if you can hear me okay. And then also, I always love hearing where people are from. A couple weeks ago, we had somebody who was on from Australia, and I ended up DMing with her back and forth. And I just think that it's so cool that this day and age that we can connect with people, different time zones, different continents. It's just so amazing. So hope you're having a great start to your day, but go ahead, feel free to chime in. And as always, the one way we get the most from these experiences is when we then, comment or post or agree to something. So by all means, make this as interactive as possible. Although I can't see you, I can read your comments as they come up through the screen in the in feed here. Okay, so this is a content writing series that I'm doing this month because one of the biggest things is everything is content, and everything that you're doing on social media is a piece of content. And you oftentimes hear that content is king, or I like to say queen. Content is queen because, it trumps everything else. You cannot have a marketing plan if you don't have content. You can't have, advertising if you don't have content. So you have to have content, and you have to find what works. So today, hi, Miss Jennifer. So today, we're going to dive into how you write content. So some of you know that I was a former teacher. And one of the things that I used to say to my students all the time is just write, right? You guys may have heard that yourselves in your grade school days, but you would just sit there and you would write something, and you would, even if you're like, I don't know what to write, somewhere along the line, the thought would come, okay? So the reason why more is better is because social media wants you to actually perform, right? So the more content you have, the more it's going to serve. It's going to say, oh, look, I've got this entree to go ahead and serve to people. If you wait a week or even, days between your posts, it's kind of like crickets, right? They're going to not serve anything because they're like, oh, Franny's not posting very often. But if I'm posting a lot, and especially if there's a lot of interaction and engagement with my posts, Facebook or the other, platform that you're using is going to say, oh, wow, there's great engagement here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to serve this more often and see if she can get more posts, because then guess what? People are staying on their platform longer. So you oftentimes hear that less is better, right? Or less is more. Marie Kondo would certainly agree with that. She's all about minimizing and, organizing things to be able to be much more minimalist. And of course, you might hear about the girl next door who wears less and less makeup, not like with me today with my blingy earrings. And even when it comes to food with your ingredients, less is more. And there's certainly times, but when it deals with content, guys, that's not the case. So I want to kind of circle back to that thought that, that English teacher in me, where I just said, just start writing. Start putting things out there, you guys, on your Facebook page, and you're going to see what resonates with people. Oftentimes things that are right now, this is a very, 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 crazy time in our, in our world. Not only did we just come off of the tail COVID, now we've got some racial tensions going on right now, and not that they have not always been there. But there's a lot of things that people are saying that are very controversial right now. And I'm not saying necessarily post about that stuff, but related to your business. For example, start posting, just questions to people. And if people are responding, then you post more questions, and then start, narrowing that down. Also in regards to, excuse me. Also, if the more that you're posting, maybe you are posting something that is funny and it really resonates with them, or a meme, or maybe you're posting just Q&A or FAQs, hey, people often ask me X, Y, and Z, and you put that out there. What are your thoughts? Or, throwing that out to people and asking for their feedback on something. It's a really great way of getting feedback from your audience, so then what to serve. So the more and more that you put out there, I know that my grandma used to love it. She's this little old Italian lady, bless her heart. She passed away in 2007. But the more that we would rave over a meal, we'd be like, oh, Nana, this is so good. I think we'd see that meal 4 times the next week because she knew how much we loved it. And so she served it. We enjoyed it. We let her know. We informed her of that. It's like in a relationship, right? When you tell somebody oh, wow, that was really special the way you did that. And then they start doing it more, right? You put it out there and then they receive that. So that's really kind of what this is because all marketing, you guys, is a relationship. They're asking, hey, I have this need. And you say, great, I can meet that need with this solution. I have this to offer to you. So the more content that you put out there, the better, because not only is it going to give, the social media algorithms, it's going to jack those up for you, and it's going to serve those, that more so. It's also going to give you feedback and, data so that okay, well, this is what people want from me, or this is what this was resonating with people. So I'm going to serve more of that. And then of course, it gives your audience hopefully what they want and what they need, that they're then saying, oh wow, I really am gonna come to Franny as a trusted resource in hopefully content or marketing or online business, programming and things like that. So then everybody is winning in this situation. And then what happens is you then define your niche. And you may have heard the expression of your niche makes you rich. The more focus you can get into what it is that you do, what it is, the problem that you solve, the better it is. Because you're not just kind of like this one-stop shop, right? So I'm kind of focusing a lot of my energy into content because I love ideation. I love helping people create things. I'm on this new kick right now on digital products and programming because I feel like I love creating things. And so whether it's a little ebook or whether it's a calendar or if it's an FAQ sheet or if it's a PDF handout, I feel like people can use it at their own timing. I'm very much a video person too though, but I haven't done the editing yet, but I'm gonna really be starting to kind of focus in on that to provide content for people so they have what they need to be successful in their businesses. So remember guys that like with your post and with your blogs, like all of those things are content. Even if you post a picture on Instagram, that's content. People are consuming that. You're producing something that is then being consumed and then it's being used and leveraged on multiple platforms. So remember that the more engagement you have, the more you're going to figure out then what it is that people are wanting. So you'll know then what to create moving forward. So then you can look at the week and say, oh wow, this performed really well. Or looking at your month, these 3 things performed well. Now, most likely your video is going to perform higher than anything else. And you make sure you have your Facebook analytics page. It's a little logoed flag. It's an orange flag. If you're a business owner, you have to have that set up as a page. It's so important, you guys. You have to have your own separate page. So the more that you know, the more you put out there, the more you're going to know what your audience wants from you. And then therefore you're going to be able to clearly define what exactly it is you're looking for, what they're looking for and what you can then offer them in regards to solutions and solving their problems. All right, guys, so I hope this was helpful to you. By all means, give me a thumbs up. If this was something that you want to try, you're going to start trying, try to post, everything is kind of out the window after COVID, the way that the algorithms have worked. I mean, it's not, before they used to change algorithms on Google 1,000 times a day. I know that's changed now. Facebook has changed tremendously. There's no longer the same peak hours, when people were consuming content the most because people are on their phones all the time now. So, usually towards the end of the week, middle of the day, you used to get more engagement. They said that's kind of thrown out the window right now. So just start trying things, start putting yourself out there, putting content out there, serving it up so you can get information and feedback so you know what then to share next. All right, guys, love you guys so much, and hopefully we will be back here next Monday, same time, same place. As always, I do want to give a shout out to really quickly for those of you who are business owners. If you're a female business owner or you know someone who is, the Warrior Women Summit, is happening this Thursday. It is a virtual summit, and I would encourage you to join in if you haven't done so already. It's on my page a couple different places, and I'll go ahead and put it here in the post below. It is a free event, but the best part is that if you are a business owner, you have the opportunity of winning $5,000 if you do. There's an upgrade for it, but it includes a membership group with Amy Lacey, who is an 8-figure business owner. And she's going to have a membership group, and there's lots of little prizes and swag and things that you get as a result of joining that, in addition to the possibility of winning the $5,000. So make sure you sign up for that. It's from 10 until 6 Eastern Standard Time this coming Thursday, all happening virtually. You can register for free. The upgrade options are available, but they are not a necessity. They're not necessary. So hopefully I will see you there because I'm actually one of the presenters too. So that's really exciting for me. And I'll be talking about content, and I'm actually talking about this topic and kind of going a mile deep in about it. So not just talking on a 5 or 10 minute little social media Monday Facebook video, although hopefully it was helpful. All right, guys, have a great day. So glad to be with you guys here today, and I'll check in later this week. Have a great week.